Hello, my name is Jamie Lee. I'm an executive coach who helps smart women who hate office politics get promoted and better paid without throwing anyone under the bus. Today, I have one of my star clients, Dr. Tenisha Meadows. And Dr. Tenisha is she's really an amazing example of what is possible, not just for women of color, but for all smart women who want to overcome their self-doubt, build self-confidence, and get better paid because they have built that confidence from the inside out. So without further ado, I want to introduce Dr. Tenisha Meadows, who is a passionate and experienced radiochemist who is driven by solving complex issues. Hi, Dr. Tenisha, how are you?
Hi, I am great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm so glad to have you here. And I'm so excited that you get to share your journey and story with my audience here. And where are you joining us from?
I'm joining you from Richmond, Washington, actually.
Okay, and I'm in New York City. So would you share with us what was the problem that you were having in your career before you reached out to me for coaching?
Oh boy. So I was suffering from imposter syndrome, lack of self-confidence, and I just felt intimidated to be around other smart people who just have more experience than I do.
And how did it feel as you were trying to solve this problem? And before you answer that question, I just want to note that you reached out to me before you completed your PhD, before you became a doctor, but you had already had a career in radiochemistry. You were already working, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And so, what was that like when you were trying to solve your imposter syndrome on your own?
It was frustrating, actually, because I did the self-discovery. So I would read books, I would look at YouTube videos, I would listen to podcasts, and I would get this generalized advice. And it was easy to follow when things were easy, but when things got hard, I revert back to the old ways of being, having low self-confidence and just suffering from that imposter syndrome. So, 1 minute I felt good, and when things got bad and hard, I went back to my old ways. So it was tough.
Yeah. And when you reached out to me and we started coaching, like how did you see that this process was different than consuming information on YouTube and reading books? How was that different?
It was like very different. So the coaching style is not generalized and is more personalized to my individual needs. And it was that missing puzzle piece that gave me the how to achieve my goal. And I did not get that from the videos, the podcasts, and reading books.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just want to add that you are one of the best clients because when we co-create the specific how, the customized, personalized how, you always went to work and you implemented everything that we discussed. So you showed up, you followed through on implementing that how and seeing for yourself, testing for yourself how it does work.
Yeah, it's hard, but the homework is necessary.
Yeah. So tell us a moment when you realized that coaching was working for you.
Oh, one time I was presenting for a meeting. I was giving an update on my research, actually. And I remember going to this meeting, not worrying about what other people may think. I was focused on myself. I knew the material, and I was just focused on delivering my message to others. And it turned out to be one of the best presentations I gave. So having that confidence, it spreads to other areas and it shows.
Yeah, so good. Love it. And how did coaching help you get there?
Well, it helps in a lot of ways. So you gave me that missing puzzle piece, the how, but also you gave me the homework the assignments to practice that on a daily basis. So practicing the how and all the other advice you're giving on a daily basis, it helps build that self-confidence so you can show up better.
Yeah, awesome. And how is your career different now that you have built self-confidence? You really, went to work building it and acting on it. How is your career different now?
Now I'm not afraid to speak up and communicate my concerns. Like I'm more bolder and braver now. Of course, I do it respectfully. I'm not just busting in like the Kool-Aid man. But
wait, can you say that again? You're not doing what?
I'm not coming through the doors like the Kool-Aid man. Like, oh, I'm here. But I do it respectfully, but I am more bolder and braver now.
Love it, love it. And would you share with us how building self-confidence impacted your completion of the PhD program?
Absolutely. So I guess the final requirement for my degree is to present my research to the general public. Mm-hmm. And I presented my research with such self-confidence. Even after the presentation, people walked up to me and congratulated me. And it was before I got announced that I passed. Like everyone knew I passed. And I was just so amazed and shocked of that just rewarding and that, that acknowledgement from others.
Yeah, you earned it.
Yes, I did.
Oh, so good. And would you share with us what was the impact of getting coached on how to become not just bolder and braver, but also better paid?
Oh, it's nice. It's always nice to see your hard work pay off.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
Something that I do know about you is that you also renegotiated your job offer. You're starting a new position as a radiochemist, and
yes.
You negotiated that job offer. Would you share what that was like for you?
So at first it was scary, but I was determined. I want a raise. And I actually got a $10,000 raise before I even started. I negotiated with the HR representative, and she handed off my request to her management, and they approved it. And it's amazing. Just asking, the power of asking is imaginable. Like all you have to do is ask, and sometimes it's given. In this case, it was given.
Yay! Love it.
Yes.
And so how did self-confidence come into play there when you did make your ask for a higher pay?
The self-confidence gave me the courage to get over the fear of asking. So the fear did kick in initially, but I got past it because I was confident. I knew what I wanted and I was willing to ask for it.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. And do you have any word of advice for other women who might be watching this, other women of color in science who may be, pursuing a PhD like you, or who may be pursuing a career in science and they also feel imposter syndrome? What word of advice might you have for them?
So I will have two words of advice. So the first is be kind to yourself. The environment is, high paced and stressful, but you have to be kind to yourself. Speak kind words to yourself and treat yourself. And secondly, I would say stop seeking validation from others. Know your worth, know what you come into the room with, and be satisfied with yourself and not look from others.
Yeah. So good. So self-validation is something that we work on in every coaching session. So would you share with us how you flex that muscle of validating yourself, instead of looking for it from outside, from other people?
So for me, I feel as though I have accomplished a lot in life. So I just need to be reminded of what I've done. And I actually keep a journal of the things I've done, the reasons I should be proud of myself, and just reflecting back to that journal, it gives me the fuel to just be me and be comfortable and okay with me.
Love it. So good. Yeah, it's sometimes all it takes is a reminder,
Yes.
a frequent reminder, but yeah, just being reminded, hey, this is what I've done. This is what I've accomplished. If this is possible, imagine what else is possible, what bigger things I can do in the future. And Dr.
Absolutely.
Tenisha, you are going places.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I just feel so honored and privileged to be your coach. You're somebody who really shows up with like just another level of commitment, another level of accountability. I mean, Dr. Tanisha shows up to every coaching session dressed. And she always
Yes.
shows up like on time, if not like few minutes early. Like it's your commitment, I think, that has really shown itself in the results that you've created for yourself, in the self-confidence, in the, you know, becoming bolder, braver, and better paid. So
Yes.
thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Yeah, all right. Thank you.
Take care.